is up and you're going down to the land of the dead. When your time is up and you're coming home back to the earth to rest your weary head. Oh, it's oh so dark, leaving the living in the light, but someone's there to welcome you to that land of endless night. When your time is up and you're coming home, who is gonna meet you at the door? When you're crossing over the river Styx, who is gonna meet you on the shore? Don't wonder anymore, it's time for us to meet him, the guard dog of the underworld himself. Don't worry anymore, he'll greet you with adoration. He already met your childhood dog who gave you a glowing recommendation. Your time up there may well be done, but that doesn't mean there's no more fun. When your time is up, well, then it's time to meet the pup. Cerberus, 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 Cerberus. Cerberus's parents were a terrifying pair, responsible for many a monster out there. The Orthus, the Hydra, and the Chimera, and now this beast of scales and hair. Echidna was his mother, half a woman, half a snake, and Typhon was his father, who looked like a mistake. They say he breathed fire and was covered in dragons. When those two have a baby, you know what happens. When Cerberus was born, he had 100 serpent heads, each with a poison bite and a hissing sound. And for that bite, he got a nickname, though he was not then a dog. They called him a hound. Oh Lord, what have they done? They've created a demon son, a terror of the underworld, a flaming force of nature. What sense could be made of such a curious creature? So Cerberus prowled, striking at random, his existence a phenomenon, a force without fathom, and nobody knew what the hell they should do. Should they lock him down in Tartarus and call it a day? Nay, said Hades, the king of the underworld. Hades said, well, now I gotta get me one of these. You're not thinking straight, said a demon to his mate. That monster is no puppy dog, he'll bite off your hand when you feed him. You don't need him, and you cannot make him need you, for he will not understand. But behold, Hades wasn't swayed. He knew that a domesticated dog could be made from the many heads. He squeezed him down to 3 instead. Now witness Hades playing with his dog, throwing things for him to catch and going on a jog. Then Hades took him to the gate. When the day came to an end, Cerberus heard Hades say, I think you might be my best friend. And when the dangerous morning in the darkness of the night, Cerberus stayed vigilant. The dog made sure that all was right in Hades' home. And to this day, that's how it goes. And Hades has been known to say, well, I'm so glad I got me one of those. Cerberus, Cerberus, Cerberus. Now when you're dead and gone, when you're gonna die, you know who's gonna meet you on the other side. When your time is up, there's no need to make a fuss. You're about to be acquainted with Cerberus. Thank you very much. Let's switch this up before it gets too boiling hot. All right, what a wonderful crowd to round off the season. It is the third head, or the third night of Cerberus, and this guy needs to stand up straight. We got one more to do. Okay, never mind. So when they asked me to do this show, and they said, yeah, we've got this space. It's a little bit bigger than a cupboard. It's called the cellar, and I went, perfect. That'll fit the theme just swell. We're going down to the underworld. We are not. We are going up into the underworld. Suspension of disbelief. We all on board? Okay, great. So Cerberus, as you would know from the title, he is a very good boy. And I know this because I did meet him once. I was just there, I was playing the ukulele. Wow! No, we'll get to that later. So a funny thing happens when animals become good boys, when they're domesticated, I mean, and it is, I've just had the thought, I think that some undomesticated raccoons must be good boys. That's a side thought, gonna leave that one, okay, next show. A funny thing happens to them when they're domesticated. Their brains shrink by about like 20%. I know, which some of you may think, no, my dog's so smart. They're not. The part of the brain that shrinks actually does make sense. It's the part to do with processing fear and surprise, which if you think about it, yeah, a human's day-to-day life could potentially be quite surprising to an animal that doesn't understand what's going on and what decisions an adult is making and why. So that must be why. It's just so they can just go with the flow. But you know, they can be trained and they know how to do stuff. Like Cerberus was, he had rules, including, I mean mainly, stay at the gate, don't let anybody living come in, don't let any dead leave. But you know, these things happen. So for many years, Cerberus was the perfect guardian. He devoured all who dared not be dead when they approached. Oh, I'm blind. Yet, you know, comes a man alive. Doesn't he know he will forfeit his life should he attempt to enter Cerberus's gate? Listen for this traveler's fate. The man was Orpheus, and legend says he played a song for Cerberus, and that it spared him his life as he journeyed to the underworld in search of his dead wife. The teller of this story is hesitant to speculate on sounds so special, on songs too sweet to replicate. She is nervous and uncertain that she is able to recreate the lullaby of Orpheus's fable. Sorry for this humble introduction, but please accept this attempt at a possible reproduction. Eurydice, Eurydice, I've come for my Eurydice. I've come to take her back with me, so we can both be free. I promised her the world when I was younger, but I could not deliver all that I meant to be. Let me pass, so we may reunite at last. I'm a lover, I can't fight this cost. I might weep, why don't you just fall asleep? Eurydice, Eurydice, I've come so far to be with she that makes my heart beat frantically. She must come back with me. It won't be hard to find her there, for I would find her anywhere. But you must let me pass, I swear I'm where I'm meant to be. Let me go and take her with, so I might know what the future could have been. And so you don't have to look, it won't be like you've made a mistake. No one can blame you if you're not awake. Shh, let me pass or I might weep. Why don't you just fall asleep? Cerberus drifted into dreams. For years and years he dreams, it seems, till fatefully he finally awakes to find the truth. Now what have we done? What have we done? Let a man who's still living enter our jurisdiction. We should kill him, then he'll fit right in. Well, Cerberus ran to Asphodel, where the man was hiding. He couldn't tell until he came across a certain crowd of souls. Eurydice, Eurydice, I've come for my Eurydice. I've come to take her back with me, so we can both be free. I promised her the world when I was younger, but I could not deliver all that I meant to be. Let me go and take her with lose her forever. Let them do. Cerberus, that's now the thing to do. Don't look so blue, no one can blame you. You're a good dog. But if Orpheus can play Hades to weep, it's no wonder that you fell asleep. Climbing up the way he came, Orpheus sung Eurydice's name. Nervous and uncertain, his lover followed 5 paces behind. Orpheus was losing his mind. What harm can one little pig do, just to make sure she's following you? What harm can one little pig do, just to make sure she's following you? Orpheus tried to resist. The voice in his head would not desist. Orpheus looked back too soon, sent Eurydice to her doom. Eurydice, Eurydice, it seems you've been returned to me. Was Orpheus not strong enough to trust where you would be? Do not cry, Eurydice. Aren't you glad to see me? I am glad to see you. You're part of the family underground, where you can be safe and sound. Don't be sad, you have been found and lost again. Do not worry, do not fear. Don't you know everybody ends up here? And Eurydice gave each ear a scratch, each nose a pat, and kissed each head just once and said, "Of course I'm glad to see you, Cerberus. Don't think I'm not glad to see you. I only wished it would be with older eyes. But I will not grow old anymore. I'm gone from the world where people do that sort of thing. Orpheus once gave me a ring, but here I cannot wear it. It slips right off my bony finger. I won't linger. There are more dead souls on their way across the river." When you die, away soul will fly to the shores of the river Styx, and to get to the other side, Charon will take you for a ride over the mud and sticks. He'll ask you, "Do you have a drachma to give me?" But if you're a dog or a cat, you'll ride for free. The boat comes in, the passengers alight, and the time is right to send them through the gates to their judgment. There among the crowd, Cerberus saw a poor, well form among the legs of souls was to eat. It was a dog, very old but happy, and to it Cerberus said, "Don't go to the judges, I can tell your soul is pure. Go straight to Elysium, where fields will be yours." And the dog said, "Would you please judged by the three judges. Where will you go? Elysium for the heroes, Asphodel for the common man, or Tartarus for the villains. You there, little man, what have you done that's made you worthy of anything better than the pits down there? You there, little thing, where do you think you're going? What contributions did you make? Or was your existence just a mistake? Don't worry, we won't judge you on such superficial terms. We gather witnesses who help us to learn who you really were on the day to day. Some ghosts from your past, what have they to say? And this man was crestfallen, for he had been a hermit. He did not find the company of humankind to be so easy. There was no one there to vouch for him. The judges were not impressed, but Cerberus overheard this, and he confessed, "While I've not met you till today, but I will say that your dog is waiting in Elysium for you. He told me you could do no wrong. He sang of you the sweetest song. Judges, let this man through the fog. Let him join his dog. The boat comes in, the passengers alight, and the time is right to send them through the gates to their judgment. You there, do you have a drachma to give me? Just kidding, dogs and cats ride for free. It is so up in the way, unfortunately, that pets die first before us. So Cerberus met many a dog, sans its human, and he sent them all to Elysium so they could frolic. So that's what's happened to your childhood pet, just saying. Or there were some dogs who very eagerly decided to wait with Cerberus at the gate so they could greet their human as they passed through the underworld. And one such dog was a very loyal boy. Yeah, he's very good. His name was Argos, and he belonged to a very famous, well, I'm going to do hero in inverted commas, Odysseus. I have thoughts on him. That's for a different show. So, Odysseus spends like 10 years at the Trojan War, and then another 10 years finding his way back. He took the scenic route, I guess. Meanwhile, Argos is sitting there at home waiting very patiently for his return, and he's getting older, you know. So when Odysseus finally does return, he returns in disguise. So he can't go and greet his dog, even though Argos recognizes him, but is too old to run up to him. And Argos dies before Odysseus gives him a pat hello. Yeah, we may think, gee whiz, Odysseus, what a scoundrel. But there are harsher words I could use. But Argos, loyal as ever, said, that's all right, I've waited this long, I can wait a little longer. So he said, Cerberus, I'd like to wait with you just here. And Cerberus said, yeah, that sounds great, let's hang out. But do you want to maybe tell me a little bit about your life up above? Just after I finish this water right here. It's in his comically large water bottle. I say every time, I need a goblet. Like, what is this? This is so off theme, are you kidding? Let's just put that back in there, hide that one. something, goblets don't have lids and we have cables. Yes. Cerberus said, could you tell me a little something? And Argo said, yeah, I'll sing you this little song. Yeah. Welcome to the underworld. There's space for you to run. But first, tell me what it's like up there. Tell me of the sun. Up above, the sun beats down and takes away any trace of a frown. You chase the birds, they fly away off into the blue sky to live another day. And at the park another dog sniffs your ass, and together you roll around in the grass. You go on walks, you sniff every post, decide what smells you like the most. And your human is with you all of the time, tethered to you in a lead. You try so hard to be freed, and they throw a stick away. You bring it back again and 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 again. Oh boy, that sounded pretty good to Cerberus, let me tell you what. It's got in his head. I'd like to see what it's like up there. I'd quite like to go on a walk. And so he broached the topic with Hades. He's like, hey, can we maybe get this sorted out? There's our guy. Yeah. And Hades had the form of a response in the form of an Irving Berlin song that I'll now sing. Down below, caught Hades talking with his dog, who wanted to go up above. He said, it's getting far too warm for me down here, and so I'm going up to earth where I can have a little jog. Hades slowly smiled and then he answered his dog. Stay down here where you belong. The folks who live above you don't know right from wrong. To please their king, they've all gone out to war, and not a one of them knows what he's fighting for. Way up above, they say that I'm a devil and I'm bad. Kings up there are bigger devils than your dad, breaking the hearts of mothers, making butchers of their brothers. You'll find more hell on earth than there is down below. Kings up there, they don't care for the mothers who must stay at home. Their sorrows to bear, stay at home. Don't you roam. Although it's warm down here, it's warmer up there. If you go up there, my son, I know you'll be surprised. You'll find a lot of people who are not civilized.
another rule for Cerberus, just like not letting the living into the land of the dead, not letting the dead out of the land of the dead, except there was that one time. Yes, there was that one time with Orpheus. We had a whole 10-minute song about it. So rules can be broken. Just depends what the adults say, I guess. Just to round Orpheus off for you. He did eventually die, to be clear. He was not immortal. He did get reunited with Eurydice eventually. Just took a little longer and was a bit more painful, but that's fine. I don't really care about him right now, despite the 10-minute song earlier. But he was not the only hero still living to enter the underworld while he was alive. There was another really famous one. I'm just gonna say, cue the track. You can figure it out. It's Hercules! He's some labors, when's love or sin? He's been given one more impossible task. He knows the most sensible thing to do is ask, Hades, I hate to impose, I'm a hero from the top, you wouldn't help me, I suppose. I need a favor if you agree. I need to take your dog out to the top side with me. Please, Hades, throw a dog a bone. I'm trying to make amends for the mistakes that I won't. And the only way I'm gonna make it someday is if you let me take your dog home. There, down there, in the land of the dead, Hades said, Hercules, if you wanna try, go right ahead, but you might die. Take Cerberus with your bare hands, or reason with him if he understands. Please, Hades, throw a dog a bone. I'm trying to make amends for the mistakes that I don't want. You're the only way I'm gonna make it someday. Let me take the dog home. Well, there, down there, in the land of the dead, Hades said, okay, if you promise to bring him back, I mean, you have my blessing, I won't give you flack, but you will have to earn my guard dog's trust. If you want to take him, then you must. Please, Hercules, throw my dog a bone. If you want to make amends for the mistakes you got on, then the only way you're gonna make it someday is if you throw my dog a bone. So, this is great. I mean, according to mythology, Hercules did have to wrestle Cerberus and like drag him up to the top side to complete his labors, but as we know, Cerberus already wanted to see what it was like upstairs. So all Hercules actually had to do was explain very nicely that he was taking Cerberus on a W-A-L. Up above, Cerberus was taken on a walk. The grass was green, the air was clean, the sky was bright, too bright to see. It was just like all the other dogs all said it would be. Up above, the sun beats down and takes away any trace of a frown. You chase the birds, they fly away off into the blue sky to live another day. But there is sadness too. He can see it in their eyes. He saw my sadness too, heard it in my sighs. There's a hole in my heart, dear Eliza, dear Eliza. There's a hole in my heart, now we are apart. I'd mend it if I could, and if you were here I would. But you are far away, no you could not stay. And my heart beats unsteady as yours was, dear Eliza. It'll never be ready to let go of you.
I'll never be ready to let go of you. There's a hole in my life, dear Eliza, dear Eliza. There's a hole in my life, it's filling with strife. They tell me to mend it, to fill it, defend it, but I've not the means, nor desire, dear Eliza. I've not your presence that could mend my heart. It's doomed to be broken, now we are apart. And my hands are not steady as yours were, dear Eliza. They'll never be ready to let go of you. Yet still you are gone, what am I to do? You've left a hole in my life, a hole in my life, a hole in my life, and in my heart too.
And that's when I first saw Cerberus, as he watched me while I sung my little song, lamenting my Eliza, for she was gone. I could not believe my eyes. Do they blur this much when someone cries? Do people not see clearly when their dog dies? For there he was approaching, 3 heads, 6 eyes, the hound of Hades' underworld, here under open skies. And he said to me, you'll see her again, I'll keep her safe till then. And when you join me where the sun doesn't shine, you'll say, oh, greatest love of mine, I have missed you, and now all we have is time. I said, Cerberus, why, you are of little comfort. See, in reality, I'm not so sure, since I don't believe in myths anymore. Oh, you must be some illusion from my grief-stricken mind. There must be some similar explanation I can find. For here you are before me, 3 heads, 6 eyes, the hound of Hades' underworld, feeding me these comforting lies. You'll see her again, I'll keep her safe till then. And when you join me where the sun doesn't shine, you'll say, oh, greatest love of mine, I have missed you, and now all we have is time. I said, I don't believe you, Cerberus, so why do you insist that you'll see her with me in the underworld when I don't even think you exist? He said, when you die away, so will fly. I said, I don't believe in the soul. He said, when your time is up and you're going down, down to the land of the dead. I said, there's no such place. And then he dug through the earth and he found a bone. He said, this is a bone that has returned home. And then he dug through the earth and he found more dirt. He said, this is flesh that has returned home. And do you deny that one day you too
you're coming home, back to the earth to rest your weary head. Remember what I've said, I'll be there waiting. The dark of the underworld, you know life doesn't stop when you are dead. You feel the trees, you feel the air, and all that made you up combines with everything that's lived, with everyone everywhere, including all the ones you've loved. As below, so above, when your time is gone, it only means a new one has begun. Cerberus, cried Hades. Cerberus, it's time they brought you back. Cerberus, Cerberus. So Cerberus was sent back down to his position at the gate, this time with a new sense of his importance. I can feel him standing there, ready to say, I told you so. When it's time for me to go.
You know how many props there are on this. I would not have remembered my own head if it were not for Sarah. Thank goodness for her. Final show, final head, the end. Thank you so much for being the best audience ever. I'm very grateful. This is a part of the Back to the Fringe at the Motley Bauhaus Festival. And so if there are other Fringe shows that you missed during the show, they might be on still. So go and do that. And meet me downstairs for a little chat and a little drink at the bar because I want to give y'all a squeeze. Thank you. Goodbye.
Where can we
There are lyric books, little souvenirs. They have nice little pictures inside. See? La 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 la. And also, I wrote a book about impeaching Zeus because I hate that guy. So if you want that as well, it's all downstairs. Goodbye, actually.